Shalom, family, shalom. It's your brother Isaiah, back with another video of edification. Um, just want to begin this video by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. All praises due. Um, Today I wanted to go into our restoration as a people. I wanted to get a few precepts on it and read a passage because this is what we are going through right now. Spiritually, we are in the process of our restoration as we speak, as a people, and we are about to come full circle on that restoration when we get those new spiritual bodies. But right now, it's more so spiritually. We woke up to who we were. We've come back to this word. We're calling on the name Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. We are under the right doctrine of the law of liberty. Um, in the 21st century, and we are coming back to who we are as a people. We're coming back to our customs. We're coming back to how the Most High does things. This is all part of our restoration as a people. And let me get a precept. Let's go to, I'm going to start off in John chapter 6, verse 63. It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So this is what Yahweh Shai, was saying back then. This spirit, our spirits have been quickened through this word. Our spirits resonate with what this word is saying in the true, overtone of this book, because it's been taken out of complete context. Us growing up in this last generation, we've been in a world full of lies and deceit. So once we found out that this is the truth and nothing but the truth, that's found in this world, our spirits were immediately quickened, and we have been restored spiritually. We still, what we're working on now is for that change, that complete change physically. We're waiting on our physical restoration. We've been spiritually restored. Now it's about to make a 360 for us as a people. Let's go to Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life and the power entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. So, once we woke back up to this truth, once, this great awakening kicked off, these, wicked elites, the ones in power, they started getting scared, man, and they're still scared, because as time continues to go on and on and on, more of our people are waking up, to everlasting life, under the right doctrine, of course. I'm not talking about these Pharisees, man. The wicked are not scared of the Pharisees, man. They know they're going down too. They're preaching the false shit. But those under the right doctrine of the law of liberty, oh, they're scared shitless, man. They're scared shitless. We are beginning to get this knowledge and wisdom back spiritually, and it's going to take a turn physically. That's what's coming for us. That's what we are preparing for. our restoration period is almost complete. You know, us coming back into rulership, and we'll still have work to do, of course, you know, but our full restoration, spiritually and physically, is about to come full circle for the elect, you know. Don't quote me on this, but I think we're probably about 95% done on our restoration. And once that thing hits 100%, pew, that's when the change is going to come. That's when the change is going to come. But don't quote me on that. But we are really close. We are very, very close, you know. So this is why we got to be in this word, you know, every day. Every day, you know. This is what's going to keep us stable in these times, because it's going to get really bad out here, man. And if you fall away, number one, you just weren't a part of the elect to begin with. But if you do fall away for any reason, man, you're going to get caught up in a very, very, very bad way, man. You know, it's not going to be good. You want to be putting judgment on these nations. You don't want to get judgment put on you. You want to be the one executing the judgment, for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You want to be on his side doing, his work of, cleansing this earth of wickedness. Because that's going to be our job. We'll have to set up shop here in the land of our captivity and, get these wicked motherfuckers out of here, man. Gotta destroy them. It's the final fight. So, hey, we just gotta stay the course, man, because our restoration is about to come full circle. Been restored spiritually, been quickened by this word. Now it's finna come to a physical aspect where we get the spiritual bodies. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 62, starting at verse 1. For Zion's sake will I not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest until the righteousness thereof go forth as brightness, and the salvation thereof as a lamp that burneth. So he's not going to hold his peace, man, till we get restored completely back to our godlike state, man. We are going to be restored, and we're still in the process of it. It hasn't come full circle yet. There's still some out there that still got to wake up. They still got to be restored spiritually. They still got to be restored. There's still elect out there that got to be restored, but I don't think there's many left. There aren't many left. So that's why I say we're about 95%. We're really close, y'all. We are really, really close. So we just gotta hold steadfast, Verse 2, and the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness, and all the kings thy glory, and thou shalt be called by a new name, which the mouth of the Lord shall name. Verse 3, thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord, and a royal diadem in the hand of thy power. We are going to be a crown of glory. That is going to solidify us being restored. Because what have we had to deal with for generation after generation? The curses for going off. We haven't been glorified yet. This is a future projection Isaiah was talking about back then. We are going to be glorified. That is going to complete a restoration as a people. And it's going to be a big restoration, man. A big restoration for us. I can't even imagine what we're going to look like in the spiritual body. I know a lot of ox have been having visions and dreams about what we're going to look like. But, man, it's, oh, it really is just crazy to think about, man. It is. But we know in the spirit, we feel it in the spirit that it's coming. We feel it. All of us that believe that this restoration is about to come full circle for us and we're about to get those new spiritual bodies, you know, it's coming, man. It's coming. We just got to hold on a little bit longer. Verse 4, thou shalt no more be termed forsaken, neither shall thy land any more be termed desolate, but thou shalt be called Hephisbah, and thy land Beulah, for the Lord delighteth in thee, and thy land shall be married. We're going to marry our land, man, when we go back to it. When we finally go back to our land. Of course, first, before we gotta, you know, it's a lot. Once all is said and done, man, we get our spiritual bodies, and Yahushua cleanses our land, man. We are going to be married back with our land. We're going to join our land. We're going to set foot on the ground of our land again. I don't know how long that's going to take, but we got to work out these spots and wrinkles right now, because Yahushua said he's coming back to a church without spot or wrinkle, because we're going to be married with him. Let's get it real quick. Let's cut from here. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 5, verse 27. That he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So, he's coming back to a church without spot or wrinkle. We are going to be joint heirs with Yahushua when he comes back. And once he takes us out of here, he's going to take us back to Israel. And that's when we're going to marry the land again. We're going to have these heathens, all these other nations, man, build up our shit. They're going to build up everything. We're going to be sit back, barking orders, with Yahushua. We're going to be barking orders. Well, he's going to be barking orders at us, and then we're going to be barking orders at them. That's how it's going to go. So, we just got to continue to prepare, man, because, like I said, this restoration for us as a people is almost complete. Not for the entire, all of Israel, but that's going to come later on. Eventually all of Israel is going to be restored, but this is only going into the first fruits. The first fruits are being restored right now, spiritually. And then, like I said, we're going to get that spiritual body to solidify that full circle restoration for us as a people. Let's go to... let's go back to Isaiah chapter 62. It's a lot. For as Isaiah 62 and 5, for as a young man marrieth a virgin, so shall thy sons marry thee, and as the bridegroom rejoiceth over thy bride, so shall thy power rejoice over thee. Verse 6, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. We are the watchmen being set up, man. We know it's coming. We know our restoration is coming full circle. We know it's coming. We are crying out day and night to be restored completely, man. We are crying out day and night. Yahweh Shem Shai hears us, and eventually, once everything is set in place, because right now things are just stirring up. Things are just stirring up. You know, it's it's been drawn out throughout. This past year, it's been like a drawn out, slow process of leading up to that time where these wicked ones, man. Let's get it. Let's go to Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have a short time. That wrath is finna be poured out on the people, man. Anybody and everybody, man. This devil don't give a fuck. He don't. He don't. He really doesn't. This white man don't give a shit. That's why he's got to be taken down, man. So he's about to show his wrath on the people, but once he does that, Most High has to turn us up, because if he doesn't, then we're going to be caught in the midst of that wrath. Really, it's just Yahweh Shem Shai using him to execute um, you know that judgment back on the people for what they've done to us. But if we get caught up in that, then that's it for us. But he's not going to allow that to happen. He can't. His word says otherwise. He's not gonna break his promise. If he didn't break his promise to wake us up, he damn sure ain't gonna break his promise to protect us once this white man starts doing all this bullshit. And Brother Matthias went into this shit they're trying to do, man, trying to cause a water shortage, on the verge of a food shortage, man. These devils don't give a fuck. But they're just doing the work of Yahweh Shem Shai on the left side, man. Let's go back to Isaiah 62. Verse 7. And give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Verse 8. The Lord hath sworn by his right hand, and by the arm of his strength, surely I will no more give thy corn to be meat for thine enemies, and the sons of thy strangers shall not drink thy wine, for thou which hast labored. Our labor will never be taken in vain again, man. Never again. This labor, of course, we're doing now for the Most High will definitely not be taken in vain. But what we've done in society, working at these 9-to-5 jobs, going to these dumbass colleges, keeping their society going, man, that's all in vain. That's all in vain. They don't give a shit for that. They keep all the gold, they keep all the silver, they keep all that shit. And what do they give us? Federal Reserve notes. That's what they give us. Federal Reserve notes. Piece of paper for your for your work. Here you go. Here's $20. Federal Reserve note money. Bullshit. All of our labor in this captivity has been in vain. The only labor that we haven't done yet is the labor we're doing now in these latter days. Which is preaching this word, waking up the elect. That labor is not being taken in vain. That's the first time in over 2,000 years, for us not to be laboring in vain like that. But we still got to go through this captivity, man. We still got to, do what we got to do. I mean, yeah, we survive in this, economy, but we get the short end of the stick, as the curses promised us we would, We would be the tail instead of the head. But now we're being restored spiritually. We're coming back to being the head. And once that physical change comes, that's when we are the head. Because we're going to be able to destroy anybody and everyone in our sight that's not one of us. You know? So, like I said, we got to continue to prepare spiritually each and every single day. Very, very vital. Verse 9. But they that have gathered it shall eat it and praise the Lord, and they that have brought it together shall drink it in the courts of my holiness. Verse 10. Go through the gates, prepare ye the way of the people, cast up the highway, gather out of the stones, lift up a standard for the people. Behold, the Lord hath proclaimed unto the end of the world, say ye, the daughter of Zion, behold, thy salvation cometh, behold, his reward is with him, and his work is before him. Verse 12, and they shall call them the holy people, the redeemed of the Lord, and thou shalt be called sought out, a city not forsaken. We are a city not forsaken. The elect are not going to be forsaken, man. It's already showing us spiritually. It's already showing us, I got you. You know, y'all are with me now. Y'all listen to what I say now. I done whooped y'all's ass for many generations. But now it's time to come back to, you know, the way I do things for you as a people. So, that's what we're doing, man. That's what we're doing. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Our restoration is almost complete. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 1, verse 26. And I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. So, all the prophets are waking up from aforetime. All the judges are waking up from aforetime. You know? Everybody's waking up. You know? Everybody's waking up. That was written in this book back then. Repentance. You repented back then. You are written in the book. You know? We understand a new book is being written about us, the first fruits. And what we're doing now is being written as we speak. So, we got to take that into account as well, man. Everything we do is being written down, man. All of our work is being written down and recorded, you know. So, that's why we got to continue to be on point spiritually, man. Always be on point with this word. That restoration and our redemption draweth nigh. So, let's go to, oh yeah, I wanted to hit this too. It's in the Apocrypha, Baruch chapter 2, verse 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. Yeah, that's what we're doing now. We're praising Yahweh Shem Yahushua in the land of our captivity. You know? This is what we're doing now. And it's a clear-cut sign that we're being restored. We're going through that restoration phase right now. That's a clear-cut sign. We ain't calling on Jesus, Yeshua, Yahweh, Yahuwah. None of those names, man. None of those fucking names. It's Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. That's it. That's the name we're calling on in the land of our captivity. And guess what's happening? This world is getting cut the fuck up. cut the fuck up. Let's go to Amos 9. Yeah, Amos chapter 9, verse 11. And that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. The house of David is being restored. That's what I was talking about. The elect. Because once we fell away as a people, we didn't know who we were. You know? We didn't know who we were. And we had to go through these curses. But what do the scriptures say? And close up the breaches thereof, northern and southern kingdom alike. There ain't gonna be no more tension between us anymore as a people. That curse is being lifted as we speak, man. You know, we're all coming together on one accord, loving each other. You know, as Yahushua has commanded us to do. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. We are going to be restored completely. Verse 12. That they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth this. We're going to possess everybody that isn't us. They're going into slavery. They're going into slavery. Verse 13. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. Verse 14. And I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. So, we are going to set up shop here in the land of our captivity, because that's where we're going to be restored at, completely. We're not going to be restored in Israel. We're going to be restored right here. Wherever you are, you're going to be restored. You know? You are going to be restored. You have been restored spiritually. Now it's going to be physical. And that's when our captivity is going to be solidified to a close. To a close. And we're going to set up shop here. And we're going to kick out anybody and everybody, because through that Title 50 appendix, everything that's here is ours. Everything in the earth is ours. Everything in the universe is ours. Through that Title 50 appendix. Well, it's Yahushua's. Let me say that. It's Yahushua's wealth. That's what he died for. That wealth of the world for us to inherit with him. He wasn't just going to keep it to himself, you know. He was going to share it with us. So, but yeah, we're going to be kicking people out, man. Anywhere we want to go, you know. Any car. It's going to get possessed, man. We're going to get repossessed. Because that's our car. That's our shit. So, all praises, man. It's coming, y'all. We just got to continue to prepare. Verse 15. And I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled up out of their land, which I have given them, saith the Lord thy power. So, he pulled us up out of our land, brought us over here, you know, through the Saharan slave trade. You know, we were ran out of Jerusalem in 70 A.D. You know, we were rounded up by these Arabs, these Edomites, and these Hamites, sold through the Saharan slave trade, and we were brought here to America, the United Snakes of America. But he's going to take us back to our land. I also thought about this too. When we moved out, guess who moved in? Rats, pests, roaches. Because if you think about it like this, man, you're in a house, right? You're in a house, and all of a sudden you just leave. You leave everything behind, because that's what we had to do. That's what we had to do. We were forced out. You have to leave everything behind, and you just leave it like that, for a very, very long time, right? Guess who starts to move in? Pests, rats, roaches, anything. Anything you can imagine, because you didn't clean up. You didn't clean up. Before you left, you just left it how it was. You didn't clean up. So basically, who's gonna move in? Rats, roaches, all different kinds of pests. Guess what's over there in our land right now? Those fucking pests. And yes, I'm calling them pests, because that's what they fucking are. That's what they are. They're claiming to be us, but they're not. They're fucking liars. That's what they are. They're pests, they're roaches, and Yahweh is going to do a big extermination job on them motherfuckers when he gets back. Big extermination. They have polluted the land, man. Polluted it. That land is mourning for us. You can read about Baruch chapter 4, man. It goes into how the land is mourning for us. When we fell, the land is still mourning for us. It was mourning then, and it's still mourning now. She's waiting on us, because Israel is our mother. That's what the scriptures refer to her as our mother. So she's mourning for us, man. She wants us back over there, and Yahweh Shai is going to make it happen by getting them rats, pests out of our land, man. That's all they are. I don't even consider them fucking people, man. They're just fucking pests. That's all they fucking are. Having that biggest gay parade every fucking year, man. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Stupid ass Israelis, whatever you fucking call those people, man. They're gonna get a nice big fuck you by Yahweh Shai, and he's gonna make sure they get the fuck out. But yeah, that's all I have for today's video. Lord willing, you guys are edified. Just want to end this video by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All praises due. I'll see you on the next one. Shalom.